Hello, lovely ones. It's Anna, and I thought we would do a love reading today. We are under the energy of the full moon in Scorpio right now. And Scorpio, I always feel like, is a very passionate, very romantic energy. So I'm going to have 3 piles for you to choose from. And this is just a general love reading, but if you have your own question, feel free to ask, and we will also get some charms as well as the cards. I have tarot cards, and I have these new Sacred Earth Oracle cards that I just got. I'm so excited to use. So I'm going to go ahead and make the piles if you like to watch the shuffling. And if not, I'll put a timestamp where you can skip shuffling. Right, so 3 groups, love readings, tarot cards. Tell each group what they need to know about love right now. What's going on in their love lives? What would be helpful for them to know? Do one more. And I'm going to go ahead and get 3 tarot cards for each group. So group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay. Let's also get a couple oracle cards. These are just gorgeous. I found them at this crystal shop in my town, so I don't know where else they might sell them, but if you like them, I'm sure you could look them up and see where they might be. So let's get a couple of those for each pile. Ooh. I chose these for today too because we are in Taurus season, and Taurus always makes me feel so grounded, so connected to the earth. So Sacred Earth Oracle seems perfect. All right, let's do one more shuffle. And I'm going to take 2 for each group. So here's 2 for the first group, and 2 for group 2, and 2 for group 3. Okay. See what we have at the back of the deck for everyone. Expectation. Wow. We are expecting great things from this love reading, eh? That's good. That's good. I know the concept of expectation is sometimes a little bit negative. You know, they say don't have too many expectations, but this is such a beautiful card. It looks like they're just kind of opening up with some beautiful expectations. So that's wonderful. So you can pick a pile now if you already know, or if you would like a stone to help you. I'm going to put this amethyst on group 1, this rose quartz heart on group 2, and this honey calcite on group 3. So whichever one is calling your attention, and again, this is a general reading, but you can ask your own question, and not everything I say might be completely true for everyone, since this might reach many people. So you know what's true for you. Go with what resonates. All right, I'll see you at your pile. Hello, group 1. If you picked the amethyst or group 1 pile, this is for you. Put that over there. All right, so let's see first what your tarot cards are. So we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Chariot. And we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, and let's see what your oracle cards are. So we have Surface. Okay. Hello, kitty. We have Surface, and then we also have Unity. No biting. No biting cards. Sometimes she's a wise oracle kitty, so maybe that's an indication that that's a very important card. All right, let's take that in. And let's also see what our tea message is for today. We have one touch of nature makes the whole world kin. William Shakespeare. Nice. This is green tea with dandelion. All right, group one. So I'm seeing that you have been through a lot. Since this is a love reading, I would say it's possible your past relationships have been painful, or maybe there was one in particular that was extremely painful. You can tell by the imagery in that card that is just, ouch. That's a very painful situation. And from that, you reach this point of seeing things with like a different perspective, and you realize that you had a choice to make which way you wanted to go. And I see you now struggling a little bit with, so Nine of Wands always makes me think of someone having their guard up. And you, I feel like you want to have your guard up, but also you don't want to have it up. And that's why it's in reverse. Like maybe people are telling you it's a good idea to stay protected and keep your guard up, but you're not really wanting to. You're still wanting to stay open, which I think that's really beautiful. And I think that's okay to stay open and still be aware. Obviously, you know more than you used to. Having been through something like this, you've learned a lot. So you can use your own discernment as to how you want to proceed forward. So then with these oracle cards, I see that you might have a budding relationship, but it hasn't gone deeper yet. It's still on the surface. So, because I see two people here, and it's sort of like they're on the surface of a lake or an ocean maybe. They've got some nice nature around them, but they're just sort of floating on the surface. This person's eyes are open, which I would take to be you. This person's eyes are closed. So you might have this potential budding relationship, but the other person doesn't quite see it yet. You see all these beautiful possibilities that are in store, and the other person might not realize it yet, but I think there is definite potential in this relationship for you. I think what did just come to me too, though, is, don't wait forever. If it takes a really long time for this person to open their eyes, maybe they just sort of willfully have their eyes closed, and you don't want to end up in a situation like this again. So don't wait forever, but I think that it does have potential to go deeper. And this Unity card really seems to be speaking about unity of the world, unity of community. So I think if you have people around you that support you, stay unified with them, and it's okay to lean on the support of other people. But this could also be a sign, I mean, unity also makes me think of just the word union, which that could be a sign that this relationship will become a very strong union like you've never experienced before. Earth-shattering is the phrase that I see on this card too, earth-shattering. So this could potentially be a very passionate, very rock your world kind of romance. So let's see what your charms have to say. See if there's anything else we can get, any other clues to what might be going on with Group 1's love life. Let's see. Interesting. I'm going to pull just a little more. That black button really clung to me. I think there's a lot of grounding going on right now. And we have a 4 and a 1. 1 is independence, and 4 is establishing foundations, and which can be very challenging, but 4 is the year 2020. So I think big things are coming this year in your romantic life. That relationship, if that resonated with you, that relationship might get to blossom, and maybe by winter, with this snowflake, by winter of 2020, things might be a lot different in your love life. You might be able to be more fulfilled or have what you're looking for. We do also have the pumpkin, so we have fall, and this always makes me think of fall as well. It's sort of a like gothic type flower. So we have this flower here. So I think your independence is important. Trusting your intuition is very important. This is sodalite and clear quartz. So make sure time that you have to spend by yourself, make sure you're using it to heal. And hopefully by the fall, I think you'll be feeling a lot better. Hopefully any residual effects of this will be gone, and you will be feeling a lot better. And by winter, hopefully some great things in your love life. We have a house here, but it was upside down. Maybe you're wanting to move. Maybe you're moving in the winter. Maybe for some of you, if you are already in a relationship, maybe you're going to be moving in together in the winter or by the winter. Mermaid energy is very nice and sort of mysterious. So like these seem to be messages about, your fall and winter. Summer is a little more mysterious, but I think you're going to be grounding. And we have a windmill and hope. This pink donut I wore as a symbol of hope for a long time when I first got it many years ago. So make sure you don't lose hope, whatever might be going on with you. I know it's hard sometimes, especially when you've been through a lot and you've been through heartbreaks that are really hard. It's hard to keep that hope that the kind of relationship that you want is out there, that the kind of love that you want is out there. But I think absolutely it is. And I think you have beautiful, beautiful opportunities for, oh look, green too. The pink and green is very heart chakra oriented. So I think that you're going to be healing your heart, and there's something that feels very surface right now, but it's going to become a better union, or something earth-shattering for you is going to come out of it. Big things are coming for you, Group 1, and I'm so happy for you because I can see that you deserve it, and I can see that you've been through a lot. So I hope that this resonated and that there were some nice messages in there for you. Much love to you all. All right, if you picked group 2 with the rose quartz heart, so lovely, then these messages are for you. So let's see what we have here. Let's look at your tarot cards first. So we have, the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay, let's see what your oracle cards say. So we have revision. Absolutely. Wow. Revision and center. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of energy from you guys and gals. Wow, let's take that in. And our tea message for today is one touch of nature makes the whole world kin. William Shakespeare. This is green tea with dandelion. It's a really good. All right, so I'm seeing, let's look at the tarot cards first. What I'm seeing with the tarot cards is that you have a new opportunity that's really exciting in terms of, it could be in terms of money or a job change, something to do with possessions. Maybe you're launching a new business or something like that. Or there's just new opportunities to connect to the earth, become a lot more grounded, and that's super exciting. I like that it starts with that card, but I do see that maybe because there's new opportunities here, some old things are going to be falling apart, because 10 of Pentacles is also a nice positive card in terms of money and, the same sorts of things, possession, earth-related pentacles, but in reverse, I see that some things are falling apart to make way for this. So be on the lookout for that. Like, it's interesting, the order of those. It's not that things fell apart first, but that there's a new opportunity first, and then old things are falling apart. And I know that Pentacles usually relates to money and things like that, but since this is a love reading, maybe this is talking about a new opportunity in love, and you're gonna see some old love energy just falling apart for good and falling by the wayside. Maybe you're dealing with some earth signs here, potentially. Someone with an earth sign, a new opportunity. And we have a 3 of Cups in reverse as well. So that makes me think that social situations aren't what they used to be. They're not going the way that they used to. Maybe you used to have a lot of fun with people and have this sort of celebratory energy, and you're just not feeling that way right now. So I'm almost wondering if there was an opportunity that maybe you didn't think was right for you. There was an opportunity that you cast aside, and then now these other things aren't going the way that you want, and maybe you just weren't ready for this. And so there's some adjustments being made. And it's funny, I just said adjustments, but I forgot that we do have this revision card. So I think this is a time where you are revising your priorities and what you really want in a relationship, what you really want out of your love life. And I think that is coming through strongly. Like, was there something offered? Someone was interested in you, made some sort of offering, and you felt it wasn't right, or you felt that you weren't ready. If that's true for any of you, and if you at all felt like, you weren't good enough yet, I have been there, and you are absolutely good enough right now. But if you feel that you need to make some revisions before you enter a new opportunity, then that's okay. You can make some revisions. And if you're already in a relationship, you know, it's possible that another suitor came to call, or another opportunity, you know, more involving business or something like that is kind of distracting from your current relationship, and you're having to make some revisions in how you deal with all of it together. But gosh, you are a goddess is the energy I'm getting from this card. Center. This is beautiful. This is such a spring card. Like, this goes perfectly with the season coming into your center. Like, this is the way that I see that this is the way you want to be when you enter a relationship. You want to be beautifully centered. You want to have it all figured out. And that's a beautiful idea. But sometimes we just don't have it all figured out, and that's okay too. It's okay to have some things not going the way that you planned. You can still have this inside, even if outwardly things haven't all come together yet. So I think that if you're not in a relationship right now, if you are able to make a connection and see this offering that's coming to you, it could blossom into something so beautiful. Like, the both of you could be centered. This could be, you know, the person that you've been looking for, a beautifully centered relationship where you're on the same page and you can connect to each other really well. If you're already in a relationship, then maybe it just needs some new life. Like, maybe it needs to be recentered, something needs to be revised so that you can come back to being at this beautiful place. Or if you haven't reached this place yet in your current relationship, this beautiful centered connection, then maybe that's where you're headed now. That's what's coming. So let's see if your charms have things to add there. All right, so group 2's love life. What more can you tell us? Right, big open heart. You have so much love to give. Something is like dulling your creativity. With that upside down unicorn, you have such an imagination, but something has kind of like stalled it out, and you've been more trying to see things in black and white. And I think you need to bring some color back into it. All right, we have a windmill, like some fresh air coming in to your home and place. Got flower, a bird. I think connecting to nature is always a really good idea. Go for walks, go get out in nature to really find that center, find that beautiful energy. And we have a book here, Treasure Island. So you might be reading a lot, or the fact that it's called Treasure Island, like, I feel like you could be on the brink of coming into a treasured love, a treasured relationship that you've been wanting. And with this pumpkin, I think that it might happen in the fall, if not before, but possibly in the fall season. That's really when this is going to come to fruition. And this is a pistachio nutshell, which I usually look at as friendship. But it could also, so maybe it's a friend. Like, if you're not already in a relationship, maybe it's someone you know, it's a friend that you're wanting to have this beautiful connection with. This could also, though, represent that you're in your shell quite a bit. You're not letting yourself out to flourish. Like, you're not being yourself as much as you could be. So this bird definitely is saying, spread your wings and fly. There's a lot of beautiful beautiful energy here. And I think that don't be discouraged by these things that might not be going your way right now, because you do have a beautiful offering and a beautiful chance to be centered in love and just live from a place of love if that's what you're wanting, but also to have that beautiful relationship. So I hope that that happens for you, and I hope that there were some good messages here for you, Group 2. Much love to you all. All right, Group 3. If you picked Group 3 and the honey calcite, then this message is for you. Let's look at your tarot cards first, and then we'll look at your oracle cards, okay? So we have Judgment in reverse. And then we have the Page of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Wow. Okay. For your oracle cards, we have Formation. Beautiful card. Formation. And we have Alliance. Interesting. All right, let's take that in. And if you want to know what the tea message is for today, we have one touch of nature makes the whole world kin. William Shakespeare. This is green tea with dandelion. Really good for getting those weeds out of your system. Okay, so let's start with your tarot cards, Group 3. Judgment in reverse. I know that there are traditional meanings for that tarot card, but the message that I'm getting right now is that that's something that you're trying to do, is release judgment of others. And I think that's something a lot of us try to do. It's something that unfortunately was ingrained in most of us to, on some level, judge other people, and it's just not, spiritually productive. So I see you trying to let go of judgment or let go of something involving judgment in your life. Okay, and I think that's really good because we have this Page of Swords, which, since this is a love reading, this could be a new suitor, someone, or it could be someone you already know, and it could be an air sign, and they come with a lot of solid, stable energy. That's what I think of when I look at that Page of Swords. They come with, this person seems very stable, very solid, very there for you. And I think that's beautiful. I'm sure that's something that you would want. However, I feel as though you might not be sure that you want it. And if you are already in a relationship, this could represent the person that you're in a relationship with, or this could be someone else. Maybe you have someone else coming into the picture that's making you sort of unsure about your current relationship. And I'm talking about the uncertainty because of this Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, he has all of these options, and it's hard to choose which one, and cups are all about emotions. So there are a lot of emotions running here in terms of making some sort of decision. And I think you just feel like you don't know what to do. Whether that's with a new person or something in your current relationship, you're at a place where you're having trouble making a decision. So let's see if these oracle cards have some good advice for you. So Formation, I see this as, it goes along nicely with this letting go of judgment concept, because I see this as you have really taken the time and energy to form yourself in a beautiful way, in the way that you want to be. You've blossomed, and you are blossoming right now. Things are forming for you personally that are beyond your imagination. Like things are like, I'm getting tongue-tied because it's an overwhelming energy. Like you have a lot inside of you that wants to be expressed as part of who you are. So maybe that's part of why we're unsure about these things too, is because you have been focusing a lot on yourself. You've been doing so well building up who you are and coming to terms with who you are. And then, that can make other things more difficult. Sometimes if we're already in a relationship, but then we sort of evolve, if the other person doesn't evolve, then it can seem kind of stuck. You can be reevaluating whether you want to stay in that relationship. If it's a new person coming in, then the question is always, am I going to be compatible with that person based on who I am and based on who he is? Or they are, depending on, that doesn't have to be a man. That could be either. So this alliance card is very interesting. Definitely very Native American vibes. And I feel like the advice with this card, in terms of the Seven of Cups, you're trying to make a decision. The advice with that card is that you should think about your alliance with yourself, make sure that what you're doing is in your best interest, and then think about, who's going to be your partner. Think about that as a potential alliance. Think about that as a real deep partnership. Who is going to be best for you, most compatible with you in terms of being that true partner, someone that you can always know that they have your back, always communicate well with, like it's someone that stands by you. So that is the person for you, someone who really stands by you and is solid and is there. And that seems like this person seems very solid and there, but use your best discernment. Only you know what's right for you. Okay, let's see what your charms have to say. We can get some more information here. All right, group 3's love life. Okay. See what we have here. A big open heart. You have lots of love to give. Got a windmill. Some new energy coming in. I think you have realized just how much you love yourself. And I think that's something that hasn't always been present for you, but you've come into it lately. And it's really having an effect on, your outward love life. When your inner relationship, loving yourself, changes, then that can have a big effect on things that are going on outside. And you might have been reading a lot, but this is also Treasure Island. So I think you're looking for, that buried treasure. You're looking for magic in a relationship. You're looking for someone that's everything that you want, and I think that does exist. We have a leaf here, so it could be something related to fall. So maybe you're in a relationship that started in the fall, maybe or maybe something is coming this fall. If you're single right now and we have that new suitor, that Page of Swords, maybe the fall is when he's coming. And we have, it's interesting, we have the dog in the bird. So very free energy. And I don't know if this is you or if this is the other person, but when I think of dogs, I think of them just running wild and free. When I think of birds, I think them flying and free. This is just a very free spirit sort of energy that I'm getting right there. And we have this ring. This makes me think of a water drop. So you could be dealing with a water sign, potentially, water sign or air sign is what I got from the air sign from the Page of Swords. And this airplane, so this could be about just more the concept of flight, like you really need to spread your wings and fly like as high as you can and, you know, shoot for the moon. Like, don't be afraid to make the choice that is like really ambitious that you might think is above you, but it's not. Or this airplane could also be about travel. So maybe you have to travel to see this person, or someone who lives further away is coming in. This is this like white bead makes me think that spirit or angels or God or whatever you might believe in 100% has your back and is with you through this situation. So when you feel like you really don't know what to do, like when you're stuck in that feeling, have some faith, trust what's going on, and make sure you're communicating what you need. Don't be afraid to tell people, this is what I need. And if my needs can't be met, then I'm going to make another decision. Because like I said, with this Alliance card, this really, besides all the personal, you know, transformation I feel like you've gone through, this Alliance card really is the best message, I think, for you, because this is what you have to keep in mind with what you want in a partner, what you want in your love life. You want someone that you can truly depend on, a true alliance who is always there for you and has your back, and someone that you can really trust. So I hope that this helps you make your decision, and I hope that things all pan out, and that you definitely end up in a connection like this and you have someone like that who is always there for you. Group 3, much love to you all.